After having put thousands of hours into maxing not only a normal Ironman account, but also a hardcore Ironman account, I set myself a goal to be the first person in RuneScape to max all 3 Ironman game modes. I'm now attempting to tackle one of old school's most difficult challenges, maxing an Ultimate Ironman. This is my road to maxing every Ironman mode. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to episode number 69. So in the last one, I finished 99 rune crafting and also 99 mining. Then I went and sold my blood runes to get a ton of GP. The current goal is going to be get myself to 99 smithing, and I'm currently making gold bars until I have 30 mil cash stacks. If you guys forgot from the last video, the reason I'm stopping at 30 mil is because that's about the amount of money that I'm going to need to finish out doing construction and a few other things on the account, like making unfinished potions. So I have 4.3 mil left to spend making gold. I don't think that's going to be enough to get me another level here. It's going to get me really close to 95, but I should be able to get there in about 3 hours since I get like 250k XP per hour here. All right, this ended up being pretty much exactly like I thought it was going to. I gained a little bit over 600k more smithing XP, and I am 146k off of level 95. But now that I did reach the 30 mil mark, I'm going to move from doing gold to mithril plate bodies. And before I can do that, I need to go to Asporia and take out all of my nature runes, since I am going to be alching the plate bodies after I make them. Also really quick, while I'm here, I figured I'd show you guys my storage if you want to pause and look at it. It's been like almost a year since you guys have seen this, so I know a lot of you have forgotten what's in here. So one thing some of you guys might have noticed from that last clip is I completely forgot that I have these noted mithril bars, which I believe I got from gargoyles when I was doing Slayer a really long time ago. I'm just going to be making these into plate bodies and alching them in Varrock before I continue with Blast Furnace. So there's 80k more smithing XP, and I also made 1.4 million GP just from alching these. There was actually a point where I considered dropping these on my account really early on, but I knew in the future that I'd thank myself for keeping them, so that's a lot of GP just off something that I passively had a long time ago. So I have a pretty decent idea of how I'm going to do this. I looked at a few videos. I've never done it before, so I am going to be testing it for like 10 to 15 minutes before I show you guys the method, just so I have an idea of what I'm doing. This method's pretty straightforward. It only took me like 2 or 3 runs to get used to, but since I was so close to a level, I just decided I'd get it before the next update. So there is level 95. Now when it comes to this method, I'm going to try to stick exclusively to like the 2k total worlds, the 2.2k total worlds, and maybe even like the 1750s. It's just so I can have the best chance at keeping full stock, since less people have access to those worlds. But I start off by buying 1 inventory of mithril and then 2 inventories of coal per world and putting them on the belt. Then before I hop worlds, I'll run down to the dispenser, and right as I hit it, I'll hop worlds. So once I get into the blast furnace world, I'll just be able to click on it and get my bars from it. Then I'm going to take my bars out of the dispenser and run over here, and right as I click on this gate, I'm going to hop worlds. Doing this method, I have exactly 25 bars, which is enough to make me 5 plate bodies at a time. Once those are made, I'm just going to be alching them as I move back towards the NPC, and from there I'm just going to be repeating the process. Even though I have an idea of the XP per hour here, like from watching the videos, like I said before, I still want to do this and get an idea of like what my XP per hour is going to be, because of course I'm going to be slacking, going through Twitter and watching YouTube and stuff. So like I do with a lot of other things on this account, I'm going to be testing this for an hour, and I'll see you guys back after that is over to let you know how much XP I got. So there is 1 hour done, 102,000 smithing XP, 16,000 magic XP, and I also made about 100k. That's not counting the cost of putting the GP into the coffer to be able to use the blast furnace. So overall, I probably made like 85k. Also, I already have my own nature runes. I don't know what the profit would be like here if I had to actually go and buy them. But it's definitely going to be a lot less than 85k. Also, with making 100k per hour, I might even be able to make some more gold bars later on in my account when I'm like level 98. But yeah, I'm currently 800k off of the next smithing level, so I will see you guys again in about 8 hours. Level 96 smithing, my cash stack is up to 32.4 mil, but I also had to put 200k into my coffers. So from last level to this level, I profited about 900k. On top of that smithing XP, I've already gained 200k magic XP as well, and I should be on track to get level 97 magic by the time I hit 99 smithing. Another update here for you guys, there is level 97 smithing. Also with my cash stack, I am up to 33.6 mil. I think I was at 31.7 mil when I started doing this, so I've gained 2 million GP. One thing that I wanted to mention here is, since I'm going to end up being way over the 30 mil that I mentioned I needed, I might end up being able to do like 98 to 99 smithing off gold ore again. 1 million XP for smithing is about 6.5 mil GP, so I'm going to be getting really close to that. If anything, I'll still be able to do like 7 to 800k more smithing XP. So I'm going to continue doing mithril plate bodies up until level 98. And at that point, I'll just gauge how much more gold ore I can use. Level 98 smithing, one more left to go. At this point, my cash stack is at 35.2 mil. I have about 800k still in my Nightmare Zone coffer, so technically I have 36 mil. I'm only 26k away from a magic level, so I'm going to be continuing with myth plate bodies until I get that. Okay, so now this magic level is out of the way, I'm going to try to go back to doing gold ore. It's a pretty decent time right now. There's not as many people on the game. So I'm going to try to do it as long as I can. If it starts getting to the point where there's not enough stock in worlds, I'll just go back to doing myth plate bodies. For the most part, though, for this last level, I'm just going to be jumping around, doing whatever I can. Okay, this grind ended up being almost as annoying as the mining grind, but that is going to be the end of another one that is going to be the 17th 99 on the accounts. I still have my 30 mil cash stack. I actually have about 31 mil on me. I don't know really what I'm going to do with these leftover nature runes. I might actually end up never using them. So now that I have this out of the way, the next thing I want to work towards is doing prayer. Before I can do that, I need to make sure I have enough seeds because I want to do consistent herb runs while I'm doing that, since it's going to be like a 3-week grind. So currently, in terms of my seeds, I have like 600 Toadflax and around 800 Renar seeds. This is nowhere near enough to get me up to level 99 herb. Actually, after doing some of this math, I need a lot of seeds here, so I think I'm going to start off by doing the same thing I did last time and doing about 50 more hours here. I don't even know if 50 hours is going to be enough to get me enough seeds for 99, but it is a good starting point. Also, another thing that it's looking like is I'm going to have to go back and do another 3,000 mole on top of the 3,000 I have already, so yeah, it's a lot when it comes into herbs. There is a little bit of a difference here from last time. Before I was keeping snapegrass seeds, watermelon seeds, and a few other seeds. At this point, I don't really need those anymore, so I'm just going to be keeping the 8 seeds that you guys see on the screen right now. To make it a lot easier for me too, with my inventory being a lot less filled up. So I'm going to start doing this. I guess I'll do an update when I'm halfway done. I heard somebody say something about them changing the way seeds work here, like the drop rates on certain things depending on your level. I don't know if that's true or not, but once I hit the 25-hour mark, I will be sure to show you guys, and I'll just compare what I have now to last time. One more pickpocket away from 25 hours. There we go. First off, there was absolutely no difference between this time and last time, so whoever told me that they changed it was completely wrong. But here's all the seeds I got. A majority of them, Renar seeds, a bunch of Toadflax, and Irits. I am really quickly going to price check this for you guys. So it's 23 mil in 25 hours, so it was almost a mil per hour. The reason I decided to stop at 25 hours instead of doing this all the way to 50 is because when I'm sitting here doing this, I'm really just clicking one spot, so I have a lot of time to think about what I want to do. And I think Herbivore in the future is going to be really beneficial here. I can get upwards of like 20k XP per hour in herbs, so I'm just going to be using up all the seeds that I have, and whatever point I get to with that, say I'm like a million XP off, I'll just get the last million XP doing Herbivore. When I take into account all of the seeds that I already had, which I'm going to take out of my storage now, this is what it's looking like. I have 1,300 Renar seeds. Actually kind of curious on how much this is. 55 mil, just Renar seeds. Also 818 Toadflax. This is going to be like 2,300 or so more mole I need to do. And from doing mole, I'm going to get more Cadantine seeds and also Lantidime seeds. Taking into account all of the seeds that I'm going to get and the average yield that I'm going to get, by the time I use up everything, I'll have 12.3 million herb XP. That means at the end of my account, I'm going to have to do about 700k from Herbie, which I really don't mind too much. That's really not too much to have to worry about. Before I can go and start doing pest control, though, there is one more thing left I need to do. I did this a long time ago where I needed to make the portal for the Troll Stronghold, but for this one, they added it so you can make a Weiss portal in your house, and I'm going to be using that to get up to the herb patch over here. In order to make this, I need a total of 500 of these different salts. Thankfully, they are notable. I just have to mine an inventory, run up the ladder, and use an NPC. Getting all of this salt was a lot faster than I remember it being. It only took me like 10 minutes to get all of it. But here's the final part. I need to redirect my portal to Weiss, if I can find it on here. And with that done, I have pretty much all the portals I need. I have my Harmony portal, my Troll Stronghold portal, and now this portal. These are all 3 that I use for herb runs. So now that I have all that out of the way, I need to go and gear myself, and I'll see you guys over at Pest Control. Got my whole inventory set up, and I'm ready to sit here for probably like 200 to 250 hours, I think it's going to be. I'm going to be farming all of my Toad Flax first, since I want to go straight into Mole after I finish doing 99 Prayer. Also, I'm going to be keeping my farming counter up here for a while, since I'm not going to be gaining any Prayer XP until I exchange my points, and that's around 30 hours of pest control until I'm even going to gain any XP from that. Yeah, I'm essentially just going to be sitting here and doing herb runs while I'm getting my pest control points. I should get about 30k Prayer XP per hour over time if you count the time it takes me to do my herb runs. So I am going to be ending the video here, but there's one thing I want to mention at the end of this, and that is Group Ironman was, I guess, officially confirmed. It's been confirmed, you know, like for the last 2 years or something, but their goal is to get it out within like 2 to 3 months. So that's kind of the time frame I have to try to max this account if I want to move into that one without having to play this one as well. So I'm going to try to push that. For you guys that forgot, my plans for that are going to be to play with Alkin, Mudkip, and Alfie, and we're just going to be doing a 4-man for that. I still have to confirm it with all of them, but I'm pretty sure they're all still down, so you guys can look forward to that when it comes out. Next video is going to be a while. It's going to be at least 3 weeks. This is going to take me a pretty long time to do, so yeah, you guys should probably not expect that video for a while. Thank you guys, as usual, though, for all the support on these. It's kind of crazy, even being gone for 8 months, how much support that last video got. Yeah, I hope you guys are still enjoying this. Here's my stats again if you want to look at them, and I'll see you guys in the next video.